Salutations, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. V back with another cast of Age of Empires 3 on a Tuesday. Why is that? Well, I have been gone for much longer than I anticipated. First, it was internet issues. Then it was a pretty nasty fever, which took some time to get over. But I am here. I am back. I am casting more Age of Empires 3, and I could not be happier about it. And to make up for lost time, I'm going to be doing a double upload this week and next week. So Tuesday, Thursday, you get double the AOE3, double the matches, double the excitement, double the pleasure. And who knows, maybe if it's sustainable, we can keep that going long term, depending on what you guys want. But I do have what I hope to be a thrilling match for you today in the north of the map, playing in the color blue. As the French, we have Captain Zen, who is collecting his first bison right now. House is going down. And in the south of the map, playing in the color red as the Inca, we have Rodrigo GT. Two Concha houses already down within the first 90 seconds of the game. A trading post going down for Captain Zen. And interesting matchup here, French versus Inca. I don't know how often you're going to see this. I do think Inca in the meta is still stronger than French, but I do think that French takes this matchup better than a lot of your classic civs. Meanwhile, Zen is sending the 3 CDB, and if we go over to Rodrigo, the 3 settlers are already on the way, so slightly faster with his progression. I wonder if this trading post was a little too delayed for Captain Zen. Didn't get that down right away, decided to go for the house first. And I wonder if that delayed that experience. But now we have 25 wood coming in for Rodrigo. Meanwhile, what's Zen doing? Zen is going to be going for 80 food. That's going to be really good for early game French. I mean, for any civ, but for French, that early age 2 into age 3 progression can be super strong as long as he does not get too much pressure. Interesting kiting there. I don't know if I agree with the crack shotting of the coyote. I think you can pretty safely kite all 3, but maybe he was worried about a treasure steal, and Rodrigo is kind of close by, so maybe that was the right call after all. Oh, wow. Look at that. We're already rhyming. I don't really know what Inca is going to do here. We could see something more aggressive with Inca, but I'm betting that Inca's probably just going to boom and go for map control. Maybe even try to steal this 4 trading route line using their wonderful defensive bonuses as a civilization. But yeah, I mean, I think for France, you have to go age 3 here. I don't think you fight age 2 Inca in a prolonged engagement, but is sending Economic Theory as his second card. He's about almost halfway aged with the Quartermaster, of course. Meanwhile, Inca getting his in slightly later with the Elder. So I think the ball is in Inca's court. I think France is just going to France, right? They're going to be decent at everything. France is, you know, adept at all, master of none. And now the herding is going to be starting here. I was a little bit worried that Captain Zen was not going to get those herds in, but he's got his first herd of bison in. He's got another safe herd here if he chooses to. He's got a herd in the back. So he'll be good on food for a while, though these are copper mines, something we need to point out. Only 2,000 gold, getting his market upgrades, hunting dogs, placer mines coming in. So this coin is going to run out sooner than you might think. He's got 1 safe mine here, 1 somewhat safe mine over here, and then 1 fairly exposed mine over here. Meanwhile, Inca, more concha houses. Oh my god, the concha boom is real. And gathering a lot of wood, saving his first shipment. And I wonder what he's going to be sending. A pretty standard Inca deck. And these two are both pretty solid players. I don't think, you know, not top 100, of course, but still very, very adept at the game. Certainly better than I am. But now we have Rodrigo and we have Captain Zen in age 2. So it'll be interesting to see if either of them goes for something aggressive. The stable coming down here for Zen, so we're going to be seeing probably a really standard semi-FF5 Huss play. Meanwhile, the 2 war huts coming in for Rodrigo, and he is looking to secure what might be a forward base here, scouting out with, look at this treasure guardian army. He's got the spearman, he's got his explorer, he's got a Cherokee rifleman, and the bandit gunslinger. So he's got quite a brigade here. I think he's going to be searching for a suitable FB and possibly putting on some early pressure here. Meanwhile, steel traps coming in for France, sending 700 wood and greatcoat. So making sure he has all of his early market upgrades, even the villager upgrade. And Rodrigo has done a pretty good job scouting here, as has Captain Zen. He has seen the hunting party, is what I'm going to call him. But still, okay, so the war huts are going to be played defensively here. And more concha houses going down. He's up to 122 population. Wow, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 concha houses, 2 very defensive war huts. So I think we're going to be seeing the classic Inca boom, which I think is going to work out well for Inca. I think Inca booming against France is generally pretty successful. 5 vills even coming in for Rodrigo, so going very heavily on eco. Meanwhile, 3 husks coming in for Captain Zen. I'm interested to find out why didn't he, did he just decide not to go for 5? Maybe he didn't have the resources, but might get a villager here, ladies and gentlemen. Oh no, okay, so looks like Rodrigo is able to kite that vill in time, but this vill on the hunt is going to get picked off. 1 villager kill for the French player, but now the plumed spearmen have come out and they're going to put an end to this cavalry harassment. Meanwhile, we have a lone scout trying to burn down the French village. Good luck there, my friend. But yeah, both players kind of playing this very, very standard early game. And I'm going to be interested to see what Inca goes with for his next card. Not sending his card yet. Okay, interesting. Cav coming back. Ooh, going to be caught by the raiding party here. And is he going to try to do a flank with his spearmen? Yes, look at this. Is Captain MazZen going to see it? Oh, no, the spearman went too far. Go back, spearman. You had the cavalry in your midst, in your grasp. 4 CDB coming in for Zen. Even getting amalgamation. That seems really early to be getting that upgrade. We're at the 8-minute mark. Maybe he just wants a lot of coin really early. I don't know. But some of these cav are looking like they're going to go down. One is at incredibly low HP. The other 2 still have quite a bit. And a church! Holy, I mean literally holy. Okay, so we have a French church, a stable. He's now added in a barracks, getting tons of market upgrades. So both players going for a very upgrade / eco heavy build. Meanwhile, Inca at 200 pop already, 8 minutes into the game. So, wow. This is very, very passive so far. And I'm wondering, oh, Rodrigo's building double plumed spear. So is he going to try to push before any ranged infantry come out from the French player? Maybe try to catch him off guard. Oh, here we go. Walls equal wins. Ladies and gentlemen, the walls are up. Going to try to deal with these pesky cav, but Zen is now going to see this massive plumed spearman. Might give him time to get out some expos or maybe even some muskets here. Might even get a villager on the way out. Captain Zen. Yes, he is going to get a vill. Ah, I didn't see that vill was low. That is unfortunate. So that's 2 vills now lost with just 3 calves. So very nice control by Captain Zen. I'm actually quite impressed with how much he's been able to do with these 3 calves. And they're all still alive. One's at 24 HP, 200 HP, 270 HP. But as we were saying in the early game, the mines for the French player are already starting to run out. And now we do see the push by the plumed spearman, and Zen doesn't really have anything to answer this. He could send Expo, but now he's in the Fortress Age, so we are going to be seeing Dragoon Falconet. That's going to be an excellent combo, especially against anything that Age 2 Inca can get out. These spearmen will just get eviscerated, but meanwhile, they are going to attack this trading post, which I don't think is going to be a huge loss for Zen. He's already gotten a lot of use out of it, a lot of extra shipments due to that trading post. Meanwhile, let's look at what Rodrigo has been sending. He sent Chicha Brewing, sent the 2 war huts, the 5 vills. Is he... Okay, so he's gearing up for an Age 3 as well. Meanwhile, these 3 husks are still trying to be pesky. just really great control. I feel like whenever I raid early with Huss, I tend to just kind of like sit them in a corner of the map and forget they exist, but really nice job by Zen keeping them moving around. He's got 2 Falconets now with 5 Dragoons. Will actually probably be able to clean up all of these Plumed Spearmen, but doesn't want to get into close range. Oh no! Falconet's going to do a devastating volley, and the Hussars kind of keeping the Spearmen at bay. All of these Spearmen are going to go down. What a devastating volley. Oh my gosh. And yeah, so those Spearmen actually not getting a lot accomplished. They did take out the 1 trading post. I do like how Rodrigo has good scouting all over the map. He's got a scout here, a scout here, a scout here. So he is going to be able to see any sneaky moves from the French player. And now the French army is up to 10 Dragoons and 2 Falconets. And we're going to see perhaps a push into the Inca base. I don't know if he has enough quite yet. And Inca player now getting out Jungle Bowman along with the 7 Huracas. And Inca is now in H3. So France definitely can't push in too quickly, too fast, especially since those Falconets are going to be quite vulnerable to these Huracas. And the Dragoons are quick, but against Jungle Bowman, they are going to be quite ineffective as well. But meanwhile, taking out Concha Houses, more Plumed Spearmen, some Jungle Bowmen. Not a ton out for Inca yet. He has kind of walled himself in to his base here, and he still has quite a bit of food, but he is running low on coin, and now we might have the first fight here. The Huracas are out, but they might fall fairly quickly to these Dragoons. More Dragoons coming into the fray, but both Falconets are now down. They have done their job, and with this mass of Dragoons, I think Zen might be able to do some harassment, but these Jungle Bowmen are going to drive him off. The massive Jungle Bowman is getting larger. So an excellent pop from Rodrigo, getting rid of those Falconets, and he's bought himself more time, now sending 8 villagers, getting market upgrades of his own, just now getting hunting dogs and steel traps. So gonna be interesting here. I definitely think France has the eco upgrade currently. It's 29 CDBs to 31 villagers for Inca. And I still don't know what he's doing with this church. Okay, he's got the upgrade card. He's got Edict of Nantes in his deck. He has not sent it yet. Instead, sending cavalry combat along with producing what looked like, yes, okay, he does have some cures. And okay, interesting, going for circular saw as well. So both players continuing to stock up, get those eco and military upgrades. Meanwhile, Equitoloma, I probably butchered that, but basically the Inca fortress coming down in a pretty good spot. He's going to be able to control this central plateau and this former French trading post. Going to be able to seal more resources, which the Inca player certainly needs. But a second town center coming down for Captain Zen. So both players starting to get their sticky fingers all over the map. Right now we have an entirely Cav army versus an entirely infantry-based army. We'll see who wins. Maybe he can get this explorer down before the fort goes down. I don't think he's going to even attempt it. Did he see it? Yeah, he saw it. What's he going to do? Those cures can do a lot of work if they get in the right spot. The cures going right for the explorer, and the Plume Spearman going to get on them right away. He's got to get those cures out of the way. He doesn't want them going down to the Plume Spears, especially since they can do a ton of damage against the Jungle Bows. Ton of the infantry now going inside the fort, and the French army choosing to retreat. More Falconets now being produced. Hopefully he'll see this scout and get rid of it so that the Inca player cannot see the Falcons on the way. But 3 Falcons are going to come out now, surrounded by a huge horde of infantry. No skirmishers yet. I'm kind of interested to see that we've had no veteran skirms come out from the French player. Instead, the Edict of Nantes. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we do have the church upgrade coming in, and I cannot wait to see what becomes of it. We have 33 CDBs to 42 villagers for Rodrigo. Remember, he did send the 8 villager card. He sent the 2 town center Travois. So it'll be interesting to see if Inca continues to play economy. It certainly looks like that's where he's going. Now getting Chimu runners, more elite jungle bows. And yeah, I think Inca's just settling in for a long game and daring France to try to topple him. But the town center coming down, hopefully it will be scouted by Captain Zen here. No, he's gonna take a right. Oh, a wrong detour. That is unfortunate. Meanwhile, more Falconets coming out. He's going to have an even 5 here, it looks like. And Young Guard. Oh my gosh. Vive l'Empereur. The Young Guard are coming out, ladies and gentlemen, and already getting the Middle Guard upgrade along with Gaslighting. What are we going to see out of the French Church? I don't know what's happening, but that scout is going to go down. Meanwhile, so many Falconets, 5 Falconets moving their way. And I think this fortress will be their first target, but the Inca army is certainly not small, and those infantry are fairly powerful. So it'll be interesting to see where he goes. And both players now going to start fighting quite heavily for the eastern side of the map. Tons of French villagers here collecting coin while the Inca town centers are going down. But now the Falconets have started laying waste and the Middle Guard are now here. So there is a ton of siege potential in this French army. The fortress does not stand a chance, but now the Inca army is out and exposed. And tons of jungle bowmen, tons of elite Chimu runners. We still have some elite Hurakas who might be able to do some damage against the Falconets. But wow, this is a really powerful French army. And now this town center is going to be at risk. What is the Inca player? What is Rodrigo going to do? Making more plumed spears and now getting the melee infantry combat upgrade. This might be go time for Inca. Time's up, boys. Let's do this. The Chimu runners are going in. They are going straight for the Falconets, but taking tons of volley damage. Now come the plumed spearmen to deal with cures. Jungle Bowman putting on damage from the back, going to do really well against the Dragoons. The Chimu runners are now onto the Falconets. The Middle Guard are going down slowly, not being able to put down enough bombard damage, and the Inca army might just be able to hold out. Dragoons going down quite quickly. Still 4 Falconets are on the field, but very little to protect them at this point, and this might be an even wash for both players. More plumed spearmen coming out. All of the Dragoons are now down. What a volley on the Jungle Bowman, and this is absolute carnage, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. Oh, I'm so glad to be back. I missed this. I really did. And these Falconets, I think they are going to be able to take out this town center after all. But wow, did Zen pay a price for that? All of the Middle Guard were destroyed, and all of the Dragoons, all of the cures gone. And Zen is running out of resources very quickly. I mean, look where he has to gather his coin mine. Just ran out. He's got to bring his men all the way back here to get some coin. And the French economy is going to be stunted for the foreseeable future. And I don't know. I still really like the position that Inca's in. I mean, yes, he lost a TC. Yes, he lost a fort, but he was able to do a ton of damage. And now he's got Macemen out on the field. Oh my. Okay, so we're seeing lots of cool units. And now Industrial. Are you kidding me? Zen's going Industrial? What? Where'd he get the coin? Did he send 1,000 coin? What has he been sending? 1,000 wood, 2 Falc, upgrade, church card. No, he hasn't sent 1,000 coin. Okay. Well, age 4, France, I guess, against what is probably going to be age 4 Inc. No, I mean, Inca doesn't have resources to age. What is this game? What even is this game? Well, now Captain Zen is in the 4th age. He still has quite a few Falconets, quite a few Dragoons are out on the field. It'll be interesting. How many times have I said it'll be interesting? Oh my gosh. I got to come up with more original material. Let me know if I have, if you guys have alternative things I can say when I'm trying to point out stuff. Here, I'll try a couple. It is peculiar. No, it's, it's not going to happen for me, guys. But this Inca army is quite massive. We have elite plume spears. We have elite chimus. We have actually a fairly small amount of jungle bows. I thought there would be more. And we do have the macemen who, wow, that is a lot of siege attack. Quite a bit of hand attack as well. And town center going down again for Inca. And we might see a raid here on the French economy. 40 CDBs against 49 Inca villagers, but out come the falconets and the heavy cannons and the old guard. Vive l'Empereur! Ladies and gentlemen, we have old guard on the map. That must have been why he was going for the church guard. The old guard are going to get in melee combat now. They have 62 hand damage with one. Don't they have 100%? Oh my gosh, look at, they are eviscerating this Incan army. Ladies and gentlemen, the old guard are absolutely cleaning up Rodrigo's force, and the falconets are still alive. One of those is not a falconet, it is a heavy cannon. And the question mark from Rodrigo, that's what I'm saying. And as the old guard cheer, the game is over. Oh, Napoleon would be proud. That was insane. See, I've heard about these old guard before. 320 HP. They have 62 hand attack. Oh my gosh. That is absolutely insane. Just the stat boost from young, middle to old. They have 60% range resist, 10% siege resist, 10% hand damage resist. Wow, these guys are beefy. Wow. I wish I could offer more insight, but all I have to say is just wow. Wow, wow, wow. Well, that is going to be a victory for France and for Captain Zen. Things were looking a little bit dicey there for him, especially when he was down to just those falconets. But the risky move to go to age 4, and I think Inca saw that, and he saw that as his opportunity to like get in there and deal a fatal blow while Zen was still short on resources. But the old guard came out, and I think Rodrigo did exactly what I would do, which is he underestimated them. He thought, whatever, I'll send the Chimus in, send the Macemen in, send the Jungle Bowmen in. And he clicked off, and then he clicked back, and his army was gone. Which, I mean, age 3 Inca, there's nothing you could do against age 4 France, especially, age 4 France that has 2 TCs and 50 CDB. But wow, really, really fun game. I really enjoyed that. What a way to get back into the swing of things. But before we go, let's head in to the post game. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are in the post game, and during the interlude, before we get into our normal shtick, I took the time to research the old guard technology. That's right, I actually did research, and this is going to blow your mind. This might be a legit strategy for France. Check this out. So, old guard is a church technology. You need to be in age 4. You need to have the Edict of Nantes, which is the church card that Captain Zen sent. And you need to have middle guard already researched. So kind of like how Napoleon's army worked in real life, you had the young guard, which were the elite troops, but they were all, fairly young and inexperienced. Then you had the middle guard, and then you had the old guard, which was like Napoleon's elite brigade, who were famously defeated at the Battle of Waterloo. And when you research that, 15 old guards will appear at your home city point, okay? Any middle guards that you still have, which Zen lost all of his, but they will be renamed old guard. They will get +2 line of sight, +2 range, plus 100% melee attack. Just gonna let that marinate for a second. Plus 100% melee attack, 10% melee, 10% ranged, and 10% siege resistance. Holy crap, those are some serious units. Okay, well, I wanted to throw that out there because I'm learning new things about this game every day, so I thought I'd share that with you. Meanwhile, it looked like the resource distribution was pretty even. Economy was pretty even for most of the game, just a 3,000 resource split, which in a, plus 20-minute game, that's not huge. Way more Inca military than French military, but we do have to remember that most of the French military was dragoons and cannons and insanely overbuffed church units. So, and then we go to the timeline. We go to the villager count. We did see a little bit of raiding from the Huss, which was good early game. But for the most part, villagers stayed quite steady, although Rodrigo did have some moments where he wasn't training. But pretty good here. And we did see Rodrigo for a long time at a substantial villager advantage. So I do want to call him out and commend him for that. Really good job economically for Rodrigo. I mean, he played Inca kind of like how Inca's supposed to be played, right? Boom, build a strong H2 army and then just transition into H3. But then we see the military count. It stays pretty high for Inca, pretty high for France. There's that severe fight where they both lost a ton of units, okay? And then we see Inca go from 69, nice, all the way down to 5 military units. And here it is, right? We went from 15 to 30. That is the 15 old guards, and they eviscerated this Inca army. So I don't know. I think there might be something to that old guard build. Captain Zen, thank you for showing me the light. But guys, I really hope you enjoyed this cast. It's so great to be back. I'd love your comments. I'd love your feedback on what you saw and what you want to continue to see. Thank you so much for sticking around with me despite my absence. But we'll have a new Age of Empires 3 cast on Thursday. 2 of the most elite players in a Spain mirror. So you're not going to want to miss it. But until then, have a great day. Have a great life. See you later.